show you guys the detail I like to do when I attack the arm bar. So when I'm inside here, you get to this position, you got everything locked down. The first thing I'm always trying to do here is I want to control his head. If you have shorter legs, you can kind of pull your leg out. I have much longer legs, so what I tell longer leg guys is pull it in and lock their face in. And the main reason I'm locking their face in, for them to escape and hitchhike out, they got to be able to turn their head. So one thing I like to do to stop that, I squeeze and I keep everything tight. The second thing is, it doesn't matter if you prefer coming in this arm, you prefer coming in this arm. It doesn't really matter. But the big thing is people get here and then they start putting they put their wrist inside the elbow and then they pull and they're just using pure strength. Now, if I'm a lot bigger than the guy, probably get away with it. If you're not bigger, if the other guy on the bottom has a lot more technique, this is extremely difficult to finish off. So one of the tricks I like to do is shift your pressure from your wrist, from the elbow, and try to bring it up to the wrist. And the way I do that, I take my free hand, and if I'm holding this arm, I'm gonna stuff his elbow in my armpit. If it's this arm, I'm gonna stuff his elbow under this armpit, so just the same arm. And the way I do it is I'm holding here, I take my hand and I shove. I shove across, and then I just kind of crunch up. As I crunch up, you'll see me rotate my wrist. Grip here. The second part of this is don't go backwards. You want to go at an angle, always. A lot of people have strength going backwards. They don't have this type of strength. Everybody has this strength. Not many people have this type of strength here at all. So as I'm here, you can go that way, you can go that way. It doesn't really matter, but when you do it, you want to twist at the same time and pull them apart. If I'm coming in the outside, and it doesn't matter, I can come this way and pull. And the same thing, if I'm gonna go that way, pull them apart, and then come around for the arm bar. And the last thing I always try to tell people, if you can, sometimes if you're doing this quickly and you've got everything locked, you won't have to make the adjustment, but if you're coming down and you start feeling them to hitchhike, grab the top of their hand. Don't grab their thumb, grab right here, because for him to actually keep turning, if I had his head free, his thumb has to turn with it. So I just take his thumb and I turn it back here. Makes it much harder for you to turn. And if I combine it with the headlock, it's almost impossible to stop me at that point. Thanks, stay tuned.